Right, you're watching TVC Breakfast. It's time for us to see the headlines across Nigerian newspapers and very interesting stories, if you ask me. But this is a political season, so we know how the thing is. Now, let's begin with Daily Trust. APC presidential primary is the focus here. Confusion, horse trading among governors, aspirants, and aspirants' camps. That is what Daily Trust has there. APC presidential primaries, confusion, horse trading among governors, aspirants, camp. All right, consensus talks divide governors. A lobbyist intensify push. Discordant tunes as aspirants claim Buhari's endorsement. Okay, of course, we'll be talking about this also at the course of the program today. You know, there's a build-up to the APC presidential primary coming up in just a few days. First news is next. First news says presidential primary search for consensus candidate divides APC governors. Okay, that's what first news has. From there, let's go to this day. Presidency, APC still divided on zoning, Moll's options to face Atiku. Okay, that's this day newspaper there. From there, let's go to leadership. Leadership is saying APC frontrunners, Tinubu, Oshibajo, Lawan, Amechi, Bello, 4 others may be shortlisted. Okay, that's the leadership newspaper. From leadership, let's go to this Nigeria. Anointed successor gambit, Nigerians will kick. All right, APC National Working Committee members, Lukman writes open letter to Buhari. Imposing candidates may backfire. Shitu, ex-minister, is lending his advice here. That's this Nigeria. Okay, from there, let's go to Blueprint. Blueprint newspaper says, Lukman APC stakeholders to Buhari, choose presidential candidate, risk your integrity. All right, that's the Blueprint, and this sounds really strong. From there, let's go to Daily Times. All right, succession is the focus here on Daily Times. Don't follow Obasanjo's example, Lukman warns Buhari. Okay. Lists dangers of hand-picking successor. Right, that's what Daily Times is putting in here. Okay. From there, let's go to the Nation newspaper. 2023 president. It's South's turn after Buhari says Ayade. It's South's turn after Buhari says Ayade. That's what the Nation newspaper has in there. Let's go to Business Day. Business Day says APC's electricity promise falls short. APC's electricity promise falls short. That's what Business Day has. From there, let's go to National Economy. Nigerian products can't compete in the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement market. Manufacturers are complaining. They were quoted as saying this. All right, let's go to Nigeria News Direct. Nigeria-Morocco pipeline to distribute gas to 15 West African countries, Spain and Europe. That's what the federal government is saying here, all right? Then let's go to Daily Sun is back to politics. Buhari stands on successor splits APC. The APC governors meeting over request deadlocked, and National Working Committee member rejects president's bid to anoint a candidate. Aspirants jittery, apprehensive, intensify lobby, vote candidate without baggage. Lawan tells delegates. All right, that's what you have on the Daily Sun. From there, let's go to the Punch newspaper. APC Exco, governors divided over Buhari's succession plan. Screening report ready. All right, picking a successor is risky. Will rubbish president's legacies. Northwest Vice Chairman is saying this. And then president won't impose candidate, says Nwajuba. Oshibajo group backs consensus. All right, Akonde Oshoba to meet Southwest governors. And Tinubu group warns against wrong candidacy. Okay, that's what the Punch newspaper has. From there, let's go to the Nigerian Tribune. And it says, president's successor disquiet in APC over Buhari's statement. Your choice of candidate will jeopardize our chance, stakeholders tell Buhari. A National Working Committee member warns party leadership on danger of consensus candidate. All right, that's what the Nigerian Tribune has. And that's the last one we're looking at right now. Okay? Gentlemen of the press. You know, in the press, there's no lady. All right. Now, this story...
Gentleman lady.
Gentleman lady. Okay. Now, this is still a fallout of the meeting the president had with the governors. And, you know, from everything he said, he was sending a message to the governors, telling them to allow him pick his successor. Now, meetings were held amongst governors, but they couldn't really come out with something. Right now, that issue is it seems to be dividing the leadership of the party.
There are a number of strains in this subject. One, Buhari said, allow me pick. The governors and stakeholders are holding a meeting to decide who we should pick. No, that there is a discordance there.
Okay.
It's not saying go and hold a meeting and give me a short list. He's saying, I know who I want,
Yes.
and just allow me pick. But there seems to be a sense that even the stakeholders are not accepting the whole idea, but they are not telling him, we are not accepting. But in many other ways, they are explaining to him, look, this thing cannot work because we cannot come together and decide on one. Remember, in the case of the party chairman, they said they went to him, and according to Kaduna State Governor El-Rufai, he said, we went to him and said, please choose one person. We cannot agree on a chairman. And he said, no, I don't want to touch that topic. Then they pressed him. Then he gave them Adamu. In this instance, they are not saying, we want you to pick. They are saying, let us go and fight. But he is the one now coming after he had said that
I don't want to be
it's
involved.
not my problem. We should let the best emerge. So he's doing that. And then the other thing going on is that the image of Atiku is looming over the whole process. Because they are saying it is not just about you picking somebody or we agreeing on somebody. We are looking at when we get to the battlefield, are we ready for the enemy that is to come? That is what is going on. And then a person like Ashiwaju is the only one I see who is now going from one place to the other. They say he's sick, he did the surgery, so he's infirm, he cannot do anything. But he's the one moving from Zamfara to Kano, from Kano to Sokoto, from Sokoto to Borno, from Borno to what do you call it? To Calabar,
now in
to Benin,
River, right?
now in Cross
Coming
River,
down south.
and it's coming down south. It's going to be in Oyo and Ogun today, and so on. And it's the one they say is not the ones who are supposed to be firm. They are sitting there like baboons waiting for the boon. As I say, they're waiting for the anointing. They want to be like Christ, who will not be crowned. You know, say, be thou faithful unto the end, and I'll give you the crown of life. You know, that kind of thing. So we have all of these tendencies working. And when you say the APC is split, the APC is not split. The SPT at this time is scattered. Because there are different kinds of things. And it appears that Buhari is the one who is now the cat that was set among the pigeons. So every of them are scattered. Because everybody before that statement were getting set. Apart from those who I call the baboons waiting for the boon, they're all getting set to go to the primaries and get your delegates and see who will prevail. Now, it is not who will prevail and who will Buhari prevail for.
But it's interesting how it's interesting for me now how the fact that I would call Atiku Abubakar a familiar foe, at least for the APC. But it's interesting for me that that image, as familiar as he may be, he has walked this terrain several times. How that will determine how the APC will pander. Of course, it is also understandable. But what strikes me as odd is the lead story on the front page of this day. Going by what the report says, the report is saying that the party is now mulling two interesting options as, a viable force against Atiku. And the name of Governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai, was dropped, as well as the name of Borno State Governor also dropped, Professor Zulum. And both men have on record said they are not interested in running for president. They would rather, face other critical matters, especially the Borno State Governor. So I'm wondering where that is coming on. But then I'm also looking forward to that meeting that Chief Oshoba and Bisi Akode will have with the Southwestern aspirants. Now I'm wondering how, that will pan out if indeed they get to present one person, one, big name, common front representing the Southwest region.
Now, the point there is the name, the Borno State Governor's name has surfaced in several discussions, even on the streets, even on Twitter, because of all of the things he's doing in the state. But the point there is, from what we gather, you would know him even better closely. Right. But from what we gather, he just wants to be busy doing what he's doing at his own level.
Because the consolidation.
Yeah, exactly.
Of what he started.
He doesn't want to be distracted with all of these issues for now. But the issue of consensus, the point there is a lot of signals and vibrations have gone out to the president saying, come, this consensus issue, for the national party, for the national chairman of the party, it was okay. But for this one, for this presidency one, the idea of a consensus here might might deal a blow to the political party, because you're looking at so many different forces. Because we're talking about the president now, not the national chairman. If you don't allow the governors and all the other forces, at least have a say in who becomes the flag bearer at the end of the day, it's going to become very devastating. Because, and like you said, the shadow of Atiku Abubakar, standing over APC at this time, when APC is originally supposed to be the one leading the way and showing PDP how to do it, it seems the table has turned as to who is more influential now. It looks like the APC is trying to put his house together, looking at the enemy as the focus, but we see how this thing rolls out anyway. As of
Zulum and El Rufai, they didn't even buy the form, so they're not
exactly.
They're not even they shouldn't be.
Where will they
come
from?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Right. So much to look forward to.
Of course,
right?
Of course. That's part of what the issues there is. Then another issue is this Nigeria-Morocco pipeline. That it's been talked about for several years now, and economists have said this ideally is meant to boost the economy of Nigeria. Getting the pipeline through to Europe.
And of course, it would have, positive implications for both countries. And again, I think there's also need to, further clarify some gray areas. Now, this is, like you've said, this is a year-long discussion, and the subject of these, pipeline projects now is, of course, gas. This is essential in our market here in Nigeria. We ought to be way ahead, but, we still have critical challenges, distributing enough across, the wide terrains of Nigeria. So, of course, attention is on Nigeria to make sure it puts its acts together and make sure that, residents, enjoy the benefits of this agreement.
In the light of the Ukraine-Russia conflict, the whole idea of Europe depending on Russia's gas came into the spotlight, because whether it's Germany, whether it's Poland, whether it's Hungary, whether it's France, they all depend largely for their gas consumption from Russia. So that is one of the ways by which Russia is holding the jugular of Western Europe in this war. And they are all they're scrambling about these countries for alternative sources of gas. And we are here flaring gas forever. When I was going to school, in Ughelli in the 1970s, and I was with my father going towards the Ughelli town, and I saw this brilliant sky at night, you know, yellow. I said, what is this? My father told me that it is Nigerian wealth. That was the first time I got a sense. That was in the early 1970s. Today, this is still the story.
Still the same thing.
And when this issue of Ukraine came out, and I said, look, where is Nigeria's gas diplomacy?
Yeah.
Is it not time for us to even tell them, come and find a way to partner with us so that we can give you a lot of this gas that, you know, you can really take advantage of. Especially now that gas is getting more important than crude. Because crude is being replaced in one way because of other sources, alternative sources of energy. But gas is that important. If we're going to get it to Morocco, that is fine. But let us get our acts together. Let us get the agreements. Let us get the technology right, and let us do it fast.
Yes. And cooking gas is now about 10,000 and 10,500, you know, depending. It tells you that...
the instability in the market.
Exactly. It's very volatile.
Absolutely.
Really volatile. And in all, Nigerians are saying, let charity begin at home. You have oil, you have gas. Let these things be available. Forget about the cost yet. Let it be available. Demand and supply will take care of the cost, but let it be available, and then you can talk about the other people that you want to feed.
It's just like electricity.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.